anything going on?
Never, ever before that or since then had any sort of ghost vibes.
Hey everyone, welcome to Ghost Kitchen, the very first episode where I sit down, make some amazing meals with friends, and then they scare the shit out of me. Today's episode is going to be with my friend Martin.
Hello.
What are we going to cook?
Oh, okay, so it doesn't really have a name.
Okay.
I just cook.
Let's cook!
Alright. To make this, what I use is some ground turkey. Right. Garlic I put pretty much in everything. I'm Puerto Rican. This is what we grew up with. This stuff is fantastic for anything. Turmeric, however you pronounce that. I love cayenne pepper. I buy already chopped vegetables. I like broccoli, so I usually add a little more broccoli. The vinegar is not a staple, but I love it. I put a little bit of olive oil in my pan. It's already turned on. Well, not a little garlic.
There's never a little garlic.
A lot of garlic.
A lot of
That
garlic.
was like a tablespoon. I spice it on the top. I literally just flip it on the spice. And then I let that almost kind of blacken. I take these same spices and I do the other side.
Ooh, that's smart.
Flip the whole thing over. So I've got both sides browned pretty well, so I'm just going to start mashing this up. I'm going to add this on top of the meat. And I try to mix the meat and the vegetables together. I usually wait till the broccoli turns a very vibrant green. I don't know why it makes me laugh.
Oh yes, we grew up doing
I put a
this.
little bit of water in the jar to get all the rest of the sauce in there.
Maybe this is a southern thing, because I grew up in North Carolina and you grew up in Texas.
And then the rest of this is just letting the sauce simmer and the vegetables soften. Great. And that's it.
Scare the shit out of me.
So first of all, I have to preempt this story by saying I have never been a huge ghost person. 3 of my friends and I moved up to Chicago in the spring of 1994. We're moving. We get up there. Our other friend Kirkland, so it was me, Deborah, Daryl, and Kirkland. And Kirkland had money. And Kirkland was not going to live in a shitty apartment. So we found this 4-bedroom, 3-bath apartment off of Lakeshore Drive up in Boys Town in Chicago.
Which I know is a good part of Chicago.
Yeah. We're all hanging out in the music room. And we're playing music and we're singing and we're being dorks. At one point, Kirkland starts playing this song on the piano. And we're all like, oh, that's pretty, Kirkland. What's that song? And he goes, oh, I wrote this for my friend Steven. I was like, oh, who's Steven? I was like, oh, his friend might have died. So one night I was home by myself. So I'm watching TV, the TV's here, and I see something go from the kitchen to the back door, which is where we put our trash and stuff. And it's like a human form. And I went, hello? Because I was like, is somebody here?
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, whatever. And then I started watching TV again, and then again. So then the third time, I didn't see a person or a body. I was watching it, and all of a sudden I noticed something is different down there. And I look, and there's a light coming from the kitchen. And I literally did like, when you go see a horror movie and you're like, don't don't go there.
Yeah,
Like, don't go there. Literally did it. I was like, well, I guess I gotta go see what's in there, you know. So I go and I walk to the kitchen.
You're the first one to die in a horror movie for sure,
Exactly.
man.
So I go to the kitchen and the refrigerator door is open. So then I'm talking to Daryl one night, and he goes, "Man, I had the weirdest thing happen to me the other day." I'm like, what? And he goes, "I was sitting watching TV, and I looked over and there was a light on in the kitchen, and I came back to the kitchen and the refrigerator was open." We were fine for a year, like nothing was happening for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like why? What what could have possibly started? And then we started talking, and we talked. It's like, oh, what about your friend that you wrote that song for? We started playing that song, and then we all talked about it. And he also informed us that I think his friend's name was Steven. That Steven used to open the refrigerator and look in it and keep it open while he was looking for something to eat. So we're all like, okay, I think Steven's here. I forget who suggested this. It might have been Deb. She was like, well, I heard that, or I had read or something. So she found us something where someone had talked about having an experience like this, and that sometimes people don't know they're dead, and they need to be informed that they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
We went all around the apartment saying, "Steven, we love you, but you're dead and you need to move on." Everything stopped. That is the only ghost thing that's ever happened to me.
So you believe in ghosts now?
I do believe